students, now I am going to teach lesson 8, that is periodic classification of element. Okay, periodic classification of element. In the last class we discussed various topics. What are the topics we discussed? Are you remember? What are the topics? Metallurgy, terminology in metallurgy, periodic properties, various properties we discussed, right? Today we are going to study about extractive metallurgy of aluminium. Okay, extractive metallurgy of aluminium. In this lesson, we are going to study three metals. Okay, what are the metals? Aluminium, iron and copper. Aluminium, iron and copper. Here, this aluminium is one of the important question. Okay, so listen carefully. This is very important question. Okay. So what is the color of aluminium? Color of aluminium, do you know? Every day we are using lot of metals in our life, right? So aluminium is one of the metal. So this aluminium color is silvery white color. Okay, what is the color of aluminium? Silvery white color. And do you know the symbol of aluminium? Aluminium symbol is Al. Okay, aluminium symbol is Al. This aluminium is the most abundant metal in earth crust. This is one more question. Which metal is most abundant metal in earth crust? Which metal? Aluminium. So aluminium is the most abundant metal in earth crust. This aluminium is a reactive metal. It is a reactive metal, so that this aluminium will be present in combined state. Okay, so aluminium is the most abundant metal in earth crust. And symbol of aluminium is Al. Color of aluminium is silvery white metal. This aluminium is a reactive metal and it will be found in a combined state. Okay. And next we are going to study the ores of aluminium. Three ores it have, that is bauxite, cryolite and corundum. Bauxite, cryolite, corundum. Okay, formula of bauxite is Al2O3 2H2O. Maybe in the one more question also they will ask, what is the formula of bauxite? What is the formula? Al2O3 2H2O. Then formula of cryolite is Na3 AlF6. What is cryolite formula? Na3 AlF6. Then corundum formula Al2O3. So in the two more question also they will ask, write the ores and the formula of aluminium. What are the ores? Bauxite, cryolite, corundum. Bauxite formula is Al2O3 2H2O. Okay, Al2O3 2H2O. Then cryolite formula Na3 AlF6. Then corundum formula Al2O3. So from these three ores, bauxite is the chief ore of aluminium. Okay, this is also one more question. Which one is the chief ore of aluminium? Which one? Bauxite. Bauxite is the chief ore of aluminium. So aluminium is the most abundant metal in earth crust. It is a reactive metal. It occurs in combined state, and bauxite is the chief ore of aluminium. Next we are going to study the conversion of alumina. Okay, conversion of alumina. You have two conversion method. First one calls Bayes process. Then second one, Hall's process. So two steps we are going to study here, Bayes process and Hall's process. First we can discuss this Bayes process, conversion of alumina, conversion of bauxite into alumina by Bayes process. In this Bayes process, first we should take the bauxite ore. Okay, bauxite ore is finely grinded. First you have to grind the bauxite ore. Okay, so bauxite ore is finely grinded. And mixed with caustic soda. and mixed with caustic soda at 150 degrees Celsius to obtain sodium meta-aluminate. We will get which product? What product? Sodium meta-aluminate. Sodium meta-aluminate. So, in Bayes process, first finely grinded this bauxite ore and add caustic soda at 150 degrees Celsius. We will get sodium meta-aluminate. This is the first step. Then second step, we got the product sodium meta-aluminate, right? On hydrolysis, the sodium meta-aluminate. So hydrolysis means we should add what compound? Water. Okay, what is water formula? H2O. On hydrolyzing this sodium meta-aluminate, H2O. When we are adding water in this sodium meta-aluminate, we will get aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice. Okay, have you understood this Bayes process? So in this Bayes process, first we should take this bauxite ore. Finely grinded this bauxite ore and add little caustic soda. Heated at 150 degrees Celsius, you will be get sodium meta-aluminate. Then second step, on hydrolyzing that means we are adding the water in this sodium meta-aluminate. We will get aluminium hydroxide. Have you understood? This is the Bayes process. And one more step is that we should take this aluminium hydroxide. This aluminium hydroxide is a precipitate. Okay, it is a white color precipitate. Have to take this aluminium hydroxide and filter it. Okay, have to take this aluminium hydroxide and filter it. Again, washed it, dried it at 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, take this aluminium hydroxide precipitate, washed it, filtered it and dried at 1000 degrees Celsius. You will be get alumina. Okay, alumina formula Al2O3. Okay, Al2, aluminium 2. Okay, Al2O3. Then this oxygen. Okay, have you understood this equation? We have to take this aluminium hydroxide, washed it, filtered it and dried it at 1000 degrees Celsius. You will be get alumina. Alumina formula Al2O3. Okay, Al2 then O3. Remaining how many hydrogens are there? See, 3 hydrogen. So OH thrice means it contains 3 oxygen and 3 hydrogen. So here 2 is there. So totally 3 2s are 6. So 6 oxygen and 6 hydrogen is there. Okay. So remaining here we have 3 hydrogen. So 3 H2. So 6 hydrogen and oxygen. Water molecule we will get. Have you understood this equation? So in this Bayes process, first you have to finely grinded the bauxite ore, add caustic soda at 150 degrees Celsius. You will get sodium meta-aluminate. On hydrolyzing the sodium meta-aluminate, we will be get aluminium hydroxide. This aluminium hydroxide is dried, washed and filtered, dried at 1000 degrees Celsius. You will be get alumina and water. Can you study the Bayes process? Then next we are going to study Hall's process. Okay, 2 steps already I told you, 2 steps it have, conversion of alumina, then Hall's process. This Hall's process, we are taking the electrolytic cell. Okay, in this process we are taking the electrolytic cell. This electrolytic cell consists of cathode, anode, electrolyte, temperature, voltage. So these 3 things it contains. What are the things? In electrolytic cell contains 3 things, that is cathode, anode, electrolyte. Okay, this cathode, see, this is electrolytic cell. So this electrolytic cell contains 3 components, that is cathode, this tank is taken as cathode. Okay, and this rod is taken as anode. So cathode, anode and electrolyte in between. Okay, so here in this cathode, iron, this is made up of iron. Okay, this iron tank is lined with graphite. This iron tank is lined with graphite. Okay, and this anode, some rods are given, right? So bunches of graphite rod is suspended in the molten electrolyte. Okay, bunches of graphite rod in anode, bunches of graphite rod is suspended in the molten electrolyte. This is electrolytic solution. It contains pure alumina. Here we got alumina, no? This Al2O3. So here we should take alumina. Then cryolite, another one more, this one, okay, Na3Al(F6), cryolite, and fluorospore. Fluorospore is a chemical substance. In terminology in metallurgy we studied no flux, chemical substance is added to remove the impurities. That just like that only, but here fluorospore is a chemical substance. It will reduce the temperature. Okay, it will reduce the temperature. So this three content we are taking in an electrolytic cell. So when we are passing the temperature 900 to 950 degrees Celsius, okay, when we are passing the temperature, this alumina will be settled. Sorry, aluminium. This alumina is converted into aluminium in this electrolytic process. So alumina is settled at the bottom of the tank, and this alumina contains this aluminium oxide. Right? I can write the overall reaction. Before that, how many voltage we are using this electrolytic cell means 5 to 6 voltage. Okay, 5 to 6 voltage. So when we are passing the temperature in this electrolytic cell, overall reaction, then write Al2O3. Listen, this aluminium, from the aluminium will be settled at the bottom. Okay, so 4 aluminium we will get, plus here oxygen is there, no? 3 to 6 oxygens are there. That oxygen will be liberated. Okay, alumina will be settled at the bottom. That oxygen will be liberated. When that oxygen was fall on this graphite rod, it will changes into carbon dioxide. Have you understood? This is the overall reaction. Okay, this is important reaction. So when you are studying this equation, please write and study. Then only you can remember. Okay, so alumina, you have to take this alumina when we are passing the temperature. If this alumina is converted into aluminium, this oxygen gas will be liberated. Can you study? So these are the process of aluminium. Two process we study, extraction process we study, Bayes process and Hall's process. Then next we are going to study physical properties of aluminium. Physical properties of aluminium. So here first property, this aluminium is a silvery white metal. Okay, what is the first property? It is a silvery white metal. Aluminium is a silvery white metal. Then second property, aluminium is a light and it has low density. Okay, it is a light metal, very light metal, right? Weightless metal. So it is a light and low density. Aluminium density is low density. Aluminium has 2.7. Okay, this is one more question. What is the density of aluminium? 2.7. So first point, aluminium is a silvery white metal. Second point, it has low density and it is a light metal. Then third point, it is a malleable and ductile. It is a malleable and ductile. Aluminium is a malleable and ductile. So malleable means you can easily make them to sheet. Ductile means make them to wire. Okay, so malleable and ductile. Then fourth property, the melting point of aluminium is 660 degrees Celsius. Melting point of aluminium is 660 degrees Celsius. Then fifth point, it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. It is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Then next point, so aluminium can be polished. Aluminium can be polished, and when we are looking, it will be shiny appearance. It will give shiny appearance. Have you understood the physical properties? 6 properties we studied. What are they? Aluminium is a silvery white metal. It has low density and light metal. Low density, aluminium density is 2.7. It is a malleable and ductile. This aluminium is a malleable and ductile metal. Malleable and ductile means easily made them to sheet or wire. Okay. Then melting point of aluminium is 660 degrees Celsius. It is a good conductor of heat and electricity. The last point, it can be well polished. It looks like shiny appearance. Have you understood physical properties? Then next we are going to study chemical properties. Chemical properties of aluminium. Chemical properties of aluminium. So here, this chemical property, first one, aluminium react with the air. Okay, first property, aluminium react with air. So aluminium, when react with the air contains a mixture of gases, right? So we can take oxygen gas. When aluminium react with oxygen gas, it will form aluminium oxide. Okay, aluminium oxide. So we will get Al2O3. Aluminium oxide. Then second property, reaction with water. Reaction with water. Actually, water does not react with aluminium because due to the formation of oxide layer, this water does not react with aluminium. So we can pass the steam. Okay, we can pass the steam in red hot aluminium. Okay, when we are passing the steam in red hot aluminium, so steam formula also H2O, right? H2O. When we are passing the steam in red hot aluminium, it will liberate hydrogen gas. So see, Al2O3, same product we will get, aluminium oxide plus hydrogen gas will be liberated. Have you understood? When steam is passed over the red hot aluminium, it will form, it will release hydrogen gas. Okay, due to the formation of oxide layer, it will release the hydrogen gas. See here, Al2, then this oxygen, 3 oxygen. So Al2O3, then how many hydrogens are there? 6 hydrogen. So that is a gas, it will be liberated. Okay, then third property, reaction with alkalis. Reaction with alkalis. So alkalis means react with caustic soda, that means sodium hydroxide. When aluminium react with the caustic soda, formula NaOH. Okay, sodium hydroxide. Caustic soda formula sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. When aluminium react with the caustic soda and water, it can form, already we studied in the Bayes process, when aluminium react, that bauxite ore react with caustic soda, what it will give? It gave sodium meta-aluminate. That product only here we will get. So what is the formula of sodium meta-aluminate? NaAl sodium meta-aluminate. So NaAlO2. Okay, 2 sodium, then 2 aluminium, then 4 oxygen. Here 2 oxygen, from here 2 oxygen. So this is called as sodium meta-aluminate. Okay, sodium meta-aluminate. Remaining, what are the products are there? Water is there, right? So here 2 hydrogen, then here 4 hydrogen. So totally 6 hydrogens is there. So that hydrogen gas will be liberated. Have you understood now? So in reaction with alkali, aluminium can react with the caustic soda. It will give sodium meta-aluminate, NaAl, then oxygen, NaAlO2 plus remaining this hydrogen is there, so that hydrogen will be liberated. Have you understood? The next one, reaction with acid. Reaction with acid. Maybe sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid or nitric acid. Here one important thing, sulfuric acid and hydrochloric acid can react with this aluminium metal, but nitric acid does not react with aluminium because it renders the aluminium passive due to the formation of oxide layer. This nitric acid does not react with aluminium. So we can see the example as hydrochloric acid. Okay. So when aluminium reacts with HCl, hydrochloric acid is HCl, right? So when aluminium reacts with HCl, we will get aluminium chloride, aluminium chloride. So AlCl3 we will get. Aluminium chloride formula AlCl3. Remaining hydrogen is there. That hydrogen will be liberated as a gas. Then last one, nitric acid does not react with this aluminium. Reducing agent. Important point, reducing agent. This reducing agent is very, very important. The 2 mark question they will ask. They will ask, define aluminothermic process. That is the reducing agent reaction. Okay. So in this reducing agent, this aluminium is a powerful reducing agent. Okay, aluminium is a powerful reducing agent. When the mixture of aluminium and iron powder, when the mixture of aluminium powder and iron oxide, it will be reduced as a metal. Okay, we can see the equation, that is iron Fe2O3. Fe2O3 means what? Iron oxide. Okay, iron oxide, the mixture of aluminium powder and iron oxide. The mixture of aluminium powder and iron oxide can reduce into metal of iron. It will form iron metal, and remaining Al2O3, aluminium oxide will be formed. This process is called as aluminothermic process. This is important 2 mark question. So define aluminothermic process means aluminium is a powerful reducing agent. This aluminium can reduce the iron metal. Okay. Iron oxide metal to form a iron. Okay, aluminium can reduce iron oxide to form a iron. In this process, the mixture of aluminium powder and iron oxide is reduced as a iron metal. This is called as aluminothermic process. So, 5 chemical properties we discussed in this class. What are the properties? Reaction with air, reaction with water, reaction with alkalis, reaction with acid, reaction with reducing agent. So, aluminium, when aluminium reacts with the oxygen gas, it can form aluminium oxide. Then water does not react with this aluminium, so steam is passed through this red hot aluminium due to the formation of oxide layer, hydrogen gas is liberated. Then third reaction, reaction with alkalis. Reaction with the alkalis, when aluminium react with the caustic soda, to form sodium metaaluminate. It will form sodium metaaluminate. Then reaction with acid. When aluminium react with hydrochloric acid, it will form aluminium chloride and it will liberate which gas? Hydrogen gas. Then reducing agent, aluminium is a powerful reducing agent. When the mixture of aluminium powder with iron oxide react with iron oxide, it will be reduced to form an iron metal, and aluminium oxide also will form. Have you understood? Then next we are going to study the uses of aluminium. Uses of aluminium. Only 3 points are there. First point, it is used in household utensils. We all know this point, right? So it is used in household utensils. Then second point, aluminium is used in cable industries. The cable wire it is used, no? So it is used in cable industries. Then third point, aluminium is used to make aeroplane. Aluminium is used to make aeroplane and other industrial machine parts. Industrial machine parts. To make a aeroplane parts, aluminium was using. Why we are using the used to make this aeroplane parts means already we studied in the physical properties. Aluminium has low density and very light metal, right? So that we are using. So what are the uses of aluminium? Aluminium is used in household utensils and it is used in cable industries, and last point, it is used to make aeroplane and machine parts. Can you study this aluminium? So what is the color of aluminium? Silvery white metal. Aluminium symbol is Al. Aluminium is the most abundant metal in earth crust. It is a reactive metal, and three ores we studied in this aluminium. What are the ores? Bauxite, cryolite and corundum. Study the formula also, okay? Bauxite, cryolite and corundum. Then we studied two processes. What are the process? Hall's process and Bayes process. In Hall's process, we convert the aluminium hydroxide into alumina. Okay, then Bayes process in the electrolytic cell, this aluminium hydroxide, aluminium oxide is converted into pure aluminium. Then we studied the physical properties, 6 properties we studied, then chemical properties and uses. Now all of you take page number 115, just mark it, explain the metallurgy of aluminium. Explain the metallurgy of aluminium. Start from the first paragraph up to this physical property, mark it. Okay. Explain the metallurgy of aluminium. Diagram must want to draw. Okay. Then take next page. As reducing agent near that, write down. Define aluminothermic process. Here note it. Define aluminothermic process. So this full paragraph with that equation. Note it. Then here write the uses of aluminium. Note these 3 points. Uses of aluminium. So thank you students. Study well.